In the heart of the 10th century, a time of unforgiving landscapes and even more unforgiving men, lived a figure as fiery as his name suggested. This is the saga of Erik Thorvaldsson, known to history as Erik the Red. Born in Norway around the year 950, his destiny was stained with blood from the very beginning. His father, Thorvald Erik was exiled from their homeland for manslaughter, forcing the family to seek refuge on the harsh, volcanic shores of Iceland. It was here, amidst the icy winds and rugged terrain, that Erik grew into a man, inheriting not only his father's land, but also his violent temper. Erik married Thorhild and established his own farm. But the peace was short-lived. A dispute over a trivial matter escalated when Erik's slaves accidentally triggered a landslide on a neighbor's property. In response, the neighbor's kinsmen killed the slaves. Vengeance was swift and brutal. Erik, a man who answered insult with steel, hunted down and killed his enemies. The cycle of violence had begun, and Iceland's assembly had no choice but to banish him. He was an outlaw in his new home. Forced to move, another feud erupted, leading to more bloodshed. Once again, the verdict was exile, this time for 3 long years. With Norway and Iceland close to him, Erik's eyes turned to the west, towards whispers of a land of mystery shrouded in mist and ice. With a small crew, Erik the Red set sail into the unknown. After a perilous journey, they sighted a vast, imposing coastline, dominated by immense glaciers and deep, winding fjords. For 3 years, Erik meticulously explored this new world. He found patches of green in the sheltered fjords, lands that could support life, pastures for livestock, and a sea teeming with life. He was not just an outlaw, he was an explorer, charting a future. His banishment served, Erik returned to Iceland, not as a disgraced exile, but as a visionary. He spoke not of the ice, but of the fertile valleys. He gave the land a masterful name, Greenland. For men will desire to go there, he reasoned, if the land has a good name. His stories ignited the imaginations of the land-hungry Icelanders. In 985, Erik led a grand fleet towards Greenland. The journey was treacherous, but 14 ships made it through. They established 2 colonies, with Erik himself ruling from his estate, Brattahlíð. He was no longer an outlaw, but a chieftain, the founder of a new nation. He lived out his days in Greenland, a lord in the land he had discovered and named. While his famous son, Leif Erikson, would later discover Vinland, his legacy was secure. Erik the Red, the fiery-haired exile, had turned a sentence of banishment into the founding of a country, carving a permanent Norse legacy into the icy heart of the world's largest island.